I recently saw a post in a Facebook group where someone wrote, "I've been retired for 1 year and I don't know how I ever found the time to go to work." And when I read that, I actually laughed out loud because that's exactly how I feel. But what really caught my attention wasn't just the post, it was the responses. Because hundreds of people were saying the same thing in different ways from different countries, different backgrounds, but ultimately the same experience. Well, today I want to talk about why so many retirees say this and what's actually going on for them. So if you're a retiree and asking yourself if this is normal, or you're a soon to be one worried about how you'll feel in your days, then stick around because this video is for you. If you're new or you're a returning viewer, my name's Paul and thanks for stopping by. One of the most common fears people have before retiring is boredom. They typically think, what am I going to do all day? How will I fill in the time? And yet so many of the comments said the opposite. People said things like, there aren't enough hours in the day. My days are busier now than when I worked. I thought I'd be bored, but not a chance. Even people who'd been retired for 10, 15, 20 years were saying they still felt that way. The best part was that no one was saying it was stress. They weren't complaining. They were almost, amused by it. It was as though retirement had quietly caught them out. And here's the key thing. Most retirees aren't suddenly doing more than they did when they were working. They're just doing things differently. Because when we worked, life was both compressed and controlled. Everything had to fit around work. Home chores before or after work, errands at weekends, hobbies and social times when energy permitted. And as for the rest, that was squeezed in wherever possible. Now, those activities are no longer rushed. People in the comments said, I mowed the lawn, swept the leaves, painted the mailbox, and half the day was gone. That's not because they were slow, it's because they were present. No clock watching, no I've only got 1 hour, no pressure to stop and switch roles, change hats, whatever. This came through again and again in the replies, even when people didn't say it directly. Before retirement, days were chopped into pieces. Work, deadlines, the commute, meetings, obligations. Now, those hard edges are gone. One person said, the joy of being retired is you can get up later and go to bed earlier. Another one said, and this is my favourite one, I love retirement, the only thing is you don't get a day off. And that made me smile, because what they really meant was there's no defined start or finish anymore. Days just flow. And when days flow, funny enough, they just somehow fill themselves. And yep, that's what happens. Look, this really is important and for me says it all. Because when retirees say they're busy, they don't mean overwhelmed, rushed or anxious. They mean engaged, absorbed and fulfilled. One comment summed it up perfectly. There's plenty of time to rest later, so don't waste the time now. Another said, this is the job I should always have had. Now that's a very different kind of busy because it's chosen busy. You do what you want, when you want, and at your own pace, and that makes all the difference. So why do many retirees say, I don't know how I ever found time to work? I think it's because work once dominated the structure of our lives. When it's gone, we finally get to see how much energy it took, how much mental space it occupied, how much it dictated everything else. And without that constant demand, life expands, but not just in a dramatic way, quietly, naturally. And then suddenly, the idea of fitting in a full-time job, that just seems impossible. And again, that's definitely how I see it all. So if you're watching this and you're not retired yet, especially if you're worried about boredom, then hopefully these comments should reassure you that that shouldn't happen. Retirement doesn't empty time, it reveals it. And most people don't fill it in with nothing, they fill it in with things they postpone, things they rush before, and things they finally have the energy to enjoy. So if you're retired, I'd love to know, do you ever catch yourself out thinking, how did I ever have the time to go to work? And if you're not retired yet, does this surprise you? Let me know in the comments, because judging by that post, you're very much not alone. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one, and bye for now.